trip to New York City can go two ways. You either crack the code and feel like a local by day 3, or you spend the entire time getting scammed in Times Square, wondering why is everyone so angry? Today, I'm giving you the insider playbook that took me a few trips to figure out. Hi, I'm Amit, and today Curated Globe is going to look at the New York City Travel Guide 2025. But this is not going to be your grandma's Empire State Building checklist. Look, you already know the Statue of Liberty exists. You don't need me to tell you Central Park is nice. What you do need are the insider secrets that'll stop you from looking like you just fell off the tour bus from Ohio. No offense, Ohio. From subway hacks that'll save your sanity to rooftop views that'll absolutely ruin every other city for you. We're going to dive into 7 insider tips for traveling to New York for the first time. They'll transform you from tourist victim to street smart explorer. So let's jump in with the thing that literally breaks most first timers, the New York City subway system. Okay, the subway is not your enemy. It's literally a transportation device for less than $3. But the first time in New York City Travel Guide rule number 1, you need to understand the express versus local situation, or you're going to end up in Coney Island when you meant to go to Central Park. Ask me how I know that. First thing, delete Google Maps for subway directions. Yeah, I just said that. Download City Mapper. It tells you exactly which car to get on, so you're right by the exit when you arrive. That's a New York first-time visitor tip that'll save you from the sardine shuffle. Forget Metro cards. It's 2025. Just tap your phone or credit card on the Omni reader. Boom, you are in. No lines at the machine while angry commuters are breathing down your neck. Subway etiquette crash course. Let people off before you get on. This is not negotiable. Move to the middle of the car, don't block the doors, and for the love of pizza, take your backpack off. Nobody wants your North Face in their face during rush hour. Stand right, walk left on escalators. Mess this up and you're going to get the most creative insults you've ever heard. New Yorkers have turned passive-aggressive sighing into an art form. Weekends are when MTA decides to just make stuff up. Always check service advisories, unless you want to end up taking a magical mystery tour through Queens. Oh, and hit up the abandoned City Hall station if you stay on the 6th train after the Brooklyn Bridge. It is gorgeous and completely legal. You're welcome. Once you've conquered the subway, let's talk about conquering the real reason you're here, the food. The bodega breakfast sandwich is a religious experience, but you gotta know the protocol. Walk in confident. Say, bacon, egg, and cheese, like it's one word. And know if you want salt or pepper or ketchup before they ask. If you hesitate, you're a tourist. Pizza truth bomb. Dollar slices are for 2 a.m. when you're drunk. For actual good pizza, hit Joe's, Prince Street Pizza, or Patsy's. And please, fold your slice. Eating it flat with a fork is basically a deportable offense. Skip Chelsea Market. It's Disneyland now. Gotham West Market, Essex Market, or Canal Street Market are where the locals eat. Same variety, half the tourists, and you can actually find a seat. Bagel ordering goes like this. Everything bagel toasted with scallion cream cheese. Not schmear. We don't talk like we're from the 1940s Brooklyn. H&H is gone. But pop-up bagel and Russ and Daughters will change your life. For late night, those halal carts aren't just drunk food. The halal guys at 53rd and 6th literally have their own cult following, and I am a card-carrying member. White sauce, hot sauce, just prepare for transcendence. Here's a New York City Travel Tips 2025 reality check. Tip 20% minimum. I don't care if they just poured you water. This is how service workers pay rent in a city where a closet costs $2,000 a month. Fed and happy? Good. Now let's make sure you don't get shoulder checked into oblivion on the sidewalk. Walking in New York is like driving. There are lanes, there are rules, and there's road rage. Stay right, walk with a purpose, and whatever you do, don't suddenly stop to look at your phone. You'll cause a human pileup and everyone is going to hate you. Need to check directions? Step to the side, preferably against a building. Think of the sidewalk as a highway. You wouldn't stop in the middle of I-95 to check Google Maps, would you? Don't answer that. See someone with headphones? They're not being rude. It's urban survival. It's our force field against Showtime dancers, clipboard people, and anyone who starts a sentence with, "Can I ask you something?" Here's a Times Square survival guide. Those Elmos and Spider-Man, they expect $20 for a photo. The CD guys who just want you to listen to their music, that's a $20 guilt trip. If someone drops something in front of you, just keep walking. It's the broken bottle scam. But here's the beginner travel guide to New York secret. We're actually helpful. Just be specific and quick. Where's the Met gets you directions. Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the Metropolitan Museum? Will get you eye rolls. Now that you're not going to get bulldozed on the sidewalk, let's find those $1 million views that won't cost you $1 million. Everyone walks the Brooklyn Bridge and gets the same garbage photo with 400 other tourists. Instead, go under it to the Brooklyn Bridge Park. Main Street section, golden hour, Manhattan Bridge perfectly framing the Empire State Building. You're welcome for your new profile pic. The Staten Island ferry is free, and you get Statue of Liberty views while drinking a beer on a boat. Just get off and get right back on. Nobody actually wants to go to Staten Island. Sorry, Staten Island. Everyone is paying $40 for Edge or Top of the Rock. Meanwhile, the 235th rooftop bar has the same view. No admission fee if you go before 5 p.m. Just buy one drink. Or hit up the places above Whole Foods in Columbus Circle. The upstairs eating area has Central Park views, and that is some bougie grocery shopping and noshing. Highline hack. Go at 7 a.m. or during sunset in winter. Empty paths, golden light, and you'll actually be able to appreciate the architecture without playing human Tetris. Smith 9th Street subway platform in Brooklyn. The highest subway station in the system with insane Manhattan views. It's literally a subway fare to get pro photographer gold. Views captured? Let's dive into New York City experiences that'll give you serious bragging rights. Comedy Cellar in the Village. This is where Chappelle, Chris Rock, and Aziz randomly show up to test material. $20, 2-drink minimum, and you might see the biggest names in comedy working out their Netflix special. Get tickets online for weekend shows by Wednesday. The Met on Friday evenings is a completely different animal. Live music, wine bars open, and it's mostly locals pretending to be cultured while getting buzzed next to Egyptian mummies. Peak New York. Strand Bookstore has 18 miles of books and a rare book room that feels like Hogwarts. Housing Works Bookstore is where locals go for author readings and wine. Yeah, wine and books. We're not animals. Forget Blue Note. It's $45 plus drinks to sit in a tourist trap. Smalls Jazz Club is $20. BYOB, and where actual jazz musicians go after Blue Note gigs. There is a basketball court in an abandoned subway station under the West Village, the Village Underground. It's not always open, but when it is, most NYC thing ever. Before you hit the streets thinking you're Jay-Z, let's talk about the mistakes that'll blow your cover immediately. If you eat Olive Garden in Times Square, we can't be friends. You're in a city with food from literally every country on earth, and you choose unlimited breadsticks? The NYPD should arrest you. There's 47 places claiming to be the original Ray's Pizza. None of them are. It's like the NYC version of that Spider-Man pointing meme. Pedicabs are a scam. They'll quote you 20, which you think means $20. But surprise, it's $20 per minute. Just walk or take the subway like a normal person. The Statue of Liberty crown requires booking 6 months in advance to climb 162 cramped stairs for a view that you can get better from the free ferry. This is Stockholm Syndrome, but for tourists. Free comedy shows in Times Square aren't free. 2-drink minimum at $20 per watered-down drink to watch someone who couldn't make it at an actual comedy club. Now, ready for that magical New York moment that'll make everything click? Here's your assignment. your New York City first time must-know moment. Hit Grand Central at rush hour. But don't gawk at the ceiling like everyone else. Find the Whispering Gallery. Down by the Oyster Bar, there are these corners where you can whisper into the wall, and someone in the opposite corner, 30 feet away, hears you perfectly. In the middle of all that chaos, you found this intimate secret that most New Yorkers don't even know about. Walk out onto 42nd Street right as the sun is setting. The Chrysler Building lights up gold, steam rises from the subway grates like the city's breathing, and suddenly, it hits you. Grab a coffee from any cart. They're all good, don't overthink it, and sit on the Bryant Park steps. Watch the city happen. Business people rushing home, tourists lost with maps, pigeons that have seen too much, and that one guy playing saxophone who's actually incredible. This is when NYC clicks, when you realize it's not about conquering the city or checking off lists. It's about finding these pockets of magic just hidden in plain sight. 8 million people rushing past secrets that are just waiting for someone to stop and notice. You're not a tourist anymore. You're part of it. Your first time in NYC doesn't have to be overwhelming. Armed with these NYC Travel Tips 2025, you're going to navigate the city like you were born in Brooklyn. You're going to eat like you could master the soup Nazi line. And you're going to find views that'll make every other city look basic. Remember, New Yorkers aren't mean, we're just efficient. Match our energy, walk with purpose, and we'll literally give you the shirt off our back. Well, not literally, that shirt was expensive. If this New York City Travel Guide 2025 just saved you from eating at New York Times Square's Applebee's, smash that like button, because seriously, you owe me. Subscribe and hit the bell, because we drop insider city travel guides every couple of days that go way beyond the basic tourist checklist. And before you book that flight to the Big Apple, head to curatedglobe.com. We've got the best ebook and paperback travel guides that'll transform you from wide-eyed tourist to confident city explorer. See ya, and peace out.